Hello and welcome. Today I'm back on Project Cars 2, Gran Turismo Sport. They're doing some work to the servers, so I can't really play that right now. So thought, why don't I keep continuing the career mode? Although it is kind of late, so I do want to make this a pretty quick video. So we'll do a career mode race pretty quickly. I might actually shorten it a little bit for this one if I can, because I don't want it to last quite as long. I don't want to be up till like 1 o'clock in the morning here doing this. So we'll continue my career. How do I adjust the length of the races? The race can still be like, do like a 7-minute race. But we'll just turn qualifying on, so we have 15 minutes to qualify. And I think immediately I'm going to add some more mid-corner grip because this car was down on that before. And I'm going to put the force feedback back where I had it before too. Although, I just thought about it, I should do an audio check here real quickly just to make sure it's working. It probably is, but I've been surprised before. Alright, well my audio is working, so let's get started. Well, first I want to adjust my force feedback, because I did change it for the other car. And I want to take it back to where I had it. Alright. So we have the volume on 40. Let's go to tuning setup. We got 15 minutes to do this. Alright. So yeah, okay, actually I had it on the right. I had it on the right. Alright. It's raining out right now. I want to get out here before there's too much rain on the track. Oh my gosh, there's literally no grip. I shouldn't have counted my chickens before they hatched on this one. I should have just let this setup alone. So we got 15 minutes here to qualify, and it's raining out. Hopefully it'll dry out a little bit. And Live Track 3.0 will be a bit nice to me. It's another puddle, I don't want to aquaplane it here. Turn the volume up here so I can hear the bark of the engine. Excuse me, it's still raining. A little bit of a drift there. I'm actually catching up to somebody. This is pretty amazing. This doesn't usually happen. And they pulled away from me a little bit there. Although I missed that puddle. Live Track 3.0 is quite cool, I gotta say. It's one of my favorite features in this game, I think. It truly means the track's never the same every time you drive it, if you change all the weather settings and everything, or if you randomize it. You can come up with some pretty interesting combos. Now, the puddles are just quite a cool effect. I just want to see if I can keep up with this guy. I don't think I want to do much more than that. So I'm in 9th. How many people are there? 12. Okay, that's not bad. It's a better start than I had in the race before. A little bit of room would have been nice there. Just saying. Especially because it's qualifying and not the actual race. Oh gosh, I hate this corner. It always screws me up. I've never driven this track before. No, crap. I shouldn't have done that. Why don't we just restart the session? 5 minutes. What's 5 minutes gonna do to me anyway? Let's get out there before the track gets too wet.
Take it easy on the outlap. We need to get some heat to these tires.
I don't know how much that's really going to matter right now there, Ben. Because it is wet. Oh, you still need heat in the tires. Shouldn't doubt Ben Collins' knowledge. He was the ex-Stig. I wish it wouldn't be raining for the qualifying, but I guess like real life, you can't really predict the weather, can you? The good thing is car handles decently in the wet.
Good luck. Bring those tires in and push really hard on the hot lap. You can do it. See if you can grab hold.
I think we're dreaming a little bit here. Don't go off the track. Well, late for that, isn't it? In real life, I feel like that would have been a lot worse. Oh, Knock Hill is a fun track. There's nothing cooler than having like the effect of the puddles and like the aquaplaning and everything. Although in Dirt Rally it might even be a little bit better when you go into puddles, I don't know. If there's one thing good about Dirt Rally, that was probably it. I'm actually in the lead. Probably not for long. In terms of lap time. Alright, I'm all over this guy now. Get him on the outside. Not a very good spot to be, especially when you're in the sand. Oh gosh. This car gets a little bit hinky sometimes. Especially going over the hills. But it's still, I think it still handles decently in the wet. This guy here. Wow, that puddle really didn't give me much traction, did it? Alright, good. I got around this guy safely. This means I get a few more laps. Hopefully it'll dry out. And hopefully the weather will stop being so dang British. No, I don't want to go off the track. I can't remember. I cannot go that fast through there. Or there. Geez, this track's tricky, actually. Doesn't make it much easier in the wet. I haven't driven this track at all, barely. Can't believe I'm still in the lead. Because around the last track, I didn't even stand a chance. I mean, I literally qualified last place. And this lap's even 7.5 tenths faster. I mean, 8 tenths. Wait, no, that was faster. Okay, it takes the previous lap. I gotta remember that. It was slower still. It's a weird system. It'd be helpful if you didn't get in the sand. Oh gosh, this could get really bad. I'm in the wet. I'm pretty good, apparently. The tires aren't really getting up to heat, though, are they? But it is wet out, so I would think that would affect that a little bit. No, I'm still slower. .108.8. I'm still slower. I really shouldn't be riding the rumble strips in the rain, but it doesn't seem to be affecting me that much. Oh gosh, gotta watch out for those puddles. Somehow I can't go any faster than I was before. Was I really that fast before? I feel like I'm going faster now. It didn't feel like it was a super great lap. What are they doing? I saw somebody just crash into the pit wall really bad. Still only 3/10 off. Still like 3/10 off. Are you kidding me? I was trying to give a car freaking room. And you give me a penalty for that, obviously, because that obviously requires a penalty. Not giving the car enough room. Well, car, I am actually going really fast this lap, so. Ooh, this might be a really good lap. This might be a 107. Yeah, 107.8. There we go. No, I don't want to go back on the track. Let's return the pit box. We might even skip to the end of the session because I'm like a second in the lead here. They're not even close. I don't think they're going to be able to. We'll just skip to the end. And we'll just continue the race. Alright. Excuse me. Let's just start. Alright. Let's go. We're bogged down on it. It says I need to slow down for a penalty, but it doesn't actually list anything, so. I haven't driven this track in it dry, so. Ooh, somebody's really catching up to me. This is the pressures of being on pole position. But it is starting to get more wet out, so I might gain a little bit of ground. This car does, I do tend to be faster on the wet. If I don't go off the track. That is kind of one thing I don't want to do.
P2 is 5 seconds behind. Let's keep him there.
Well, that's a good thing. Thank you, Ben. It's starting to dry out here. That's what it seems like to me. I haven't really driven this track in the dry, so I'd be kind of interested to see how the car handles differently. Ooh, it's still raining a little bit though. I want to be able to see. But I do have like a 7.5 second lead. It's weird because I was...
You just posted the fastest first sector time.
kind of figured.
Four minutes to go. Keep this up. You just set fastest lap of the race. Strong pace. Great job.
And now that it's dry out, the car's gonna have a lot more grip. There are still puddles you do gotta watch, like that little puddle there. You can aquaplane it still.
3 minutes remaining. That's the fastest lap of the race. Good job.
Ooh, oversteer. I hit that way too hard. Great. Hey, at least I have a 12-second lead. Be nice if you started up. Where the heck are they? Oh, great. They're 5 seconds back now. Hey, I still have the lead.
2 minutes remaining.
Not by much, though. That really cost me a lot. Now let's not try and see how hard I can push it. Let's just see if I can maintain the lead here. Kind of a mistake I was making there. These curbs are just punishing. They're also going to have a better shot at me now because I'm in the dry, and I don't think I perform quite as good in the dry.
Great stuff. That's the fastest final sector so far. One minute to go.
Using a little bit more of that track than I probably should. You can still hit the curbs pretty good in this game.
Fastest first sector you've done so far. Great stuff.
We still gotta watch the puddle. Still pretty fast in the dry, too. Doing a lot better at this track than I did at the other track.
Great stuff. Fastest lap of the race.
I'm on the 103s now.
We're sitting pretty. Just keep it on the island, and I'll see you at the checkered flag.
Okay, Ben. Ooh, that curb. I never see that curb until it's like right there. Jeez. Considering I've never driven this track, I think I'm doing pretty decently.
Awesome driving. That's your first win. Hopefully we'll see plenty more of those in the future.
Yeah, I still had the fastest lap by like a second. I don't think I did that badly. How good did my teammate do? Oh yeah, he got 5th. Okay, that's good. So our team will even do better here in the session. And yeah, our team's like massively winning here. That's just great. That's awesome. Yeah, overall, oh my, there's a bit of a landslide here. Well, I did a lot better at that race than I did the last one. It didn't seem like I had to push as hard. Maybe it's because I already have a decent setup on the car. I don't know. I think I'll do one more race. I think I can do one more. Because that didn't take as long as I thought it would. We'll just turn practice off because I don't feel like I really need it that much. This is at Silverstone National, so I actually know Silverstone National probably a little bit better, so we'll do a 10-minute race and 15 minutes of qualifying. So this will be 25 more minutes. We'll see. This, I don't know how this track's gonna go. I already know it. I've driven a decent amount on Gran Turismo 6. That was way back actually. I've driven it on Assetto Corsa a little bit. I do believe I've driven it on the first Project Cars game as well. I don't know why I have my wipers on. Alright. Well, this is a big track. This might be one of the tracks where I'm not quite as fast. Although, I don't know. I could be wrong about that. If I do really good at this racetrack, I might turn the AI difficulty up a little bit. I don't even know where. I never even cut the track. I put like one tire off the track. Literally, one tire. That was it. Why don't we just stop invalidating every single lap that I do? That's how I get slower, is you don't register half the laps I actually do. It wouldn't matter anyway, I'm like 4 seconds off the leader. I think I need a little more straightaway punch. Alright, that's what I'm actually going to do. Turn the pit box. We'll go into tuning setup. Alright, well. Oh man. Try gearing again. Why is there like nothing I can do there? It's not fair. Oh, let's give this a second shot. So we're gonna have to make this up in the corners is what we're gonna have to do. Why are my tires still worn a little bit? That's part of my issue, is my tires. Alright. See what I can do with my tires. No, I didn't mean pit strategy. Tuning setup, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Nothing to do with tires. Really? Whatever, I'll edit the setup myself then. I'm gonna lower the tire pressures a bit. Don't want to change the compound. Darn it. Alright. Put like 1.3. We'll put it down to 1.32. I don't know, I just want to come up with a good base setup for this car. It's interesting, they have bars when you're adjusting it, and then they have PSI when it's on your HUD display. It's kind of weird to me. Alright, so we got 9 minutes to really show how fast we can really go. But the tires weren't really getting up to heat from what I was seeing. So, hopefully this will definitely improve that. If I'm not getting enough straightaway speed, that might not help me. But I'd rather a little bit more corner speed than a little bit less straightaway speed. We'll just say that. Although straightaway speed is still important. .3 seems like a pretty fast lap. Adjust my ability a little bit here. 113.7, jeez, rough. How do I get a 109? Like, you'd have to have the car almost fully pegged the whole way around the track to do that. I don't find that very believable, I'm sorry. And then he just takes off down the straightaway. He must have got a way better exit. Either that or they're not realistic in terms of how fast they are. I love it. On one track, I'm annihilating them like they're grandmas, and now on this track, I'm the grandma. I don't get it. Why the heck are they so differently speeded? If I adjust the AI level to a certain level, I kind of want them to be consistent. They're just taking off from me. I'm sorry, these AI are pretty bad in that respect. Alright. Come on, car, grip. Oh, really? I barely even went off a track. I put like one tire off. It's ridiculous. Penalties on this. I put like one tire off the track while you get a penalty. I don't want a penalty. And then I'm so slow as well. How am I so slow here? If I can get any more mid-corner out of it. Because I don't really seem to be getting anywhere with this. And I'm not going to get any much faster than the setup, really. And if you guess what? The lap's invalidated anyway. How do you get a 109? They're hacking the game. They have to be. I would almost think any more mid-corner out of this. Because I'm not giving up this easily. Through the corner. Alright. Let's try corner exit. We'll do that a little bit more too. We'll raise our eye, because it is pretty bad. As you saw, I did kind of use a lot more track on the exit than I needed to, probably. Okay. I see save is complete. Alright, I want to at least get within, like, 1.5 seconds of the leader. Whoa! He took a lot wider of a line going in there than I thought he was going to, sorry. Even though you're not a real person. Oh, we can only get better from here. I'm still going way too slow. Still dead last. But I think that certainly did help. Just a little bit outside the top 3. More like dead last. But, alright. Let's just continue the race anyway. I always get a better start than they do, though. Oh, dang. Oh, this is the best route. I would restart the race, but I feel like that's kind of not very realistic. And plus, I did make up quite a few spots.
We're expecting some wet weather any minute now. We'll keep you posted.
I don't like how when you lock the brakes up, the rear just spins around now. Like, I got locked up into a really weird position there. I don't think that's very realistic. I don't think I would have spun it like that. I might have had some bad understeer and plowed into a few cars in real life, but I don't think I would have had a massive spin like that. Come on, stop! I don't want to turn into the curb. It's turning more than I want it to. Alright, come on, we're in 8th position. Can make up some spots here. getting there at the time. This might actually be good news for me that it's raining. Normally this would be bad news, but I think it might actually be good news in my case. Because I usually tend to be faster in the rain.
Careful the guy behind us and try and make him pass. Think about defending.
Yeah, I'm starting to pull away from him now. Kinda glad the weather's being a bit British. I'm gaining on them. That's exactly what it is. I was better in the wet. My car must be better set up for the wet. I don't know. So if I pass these 3 people, I'll be up to 5th. A little room would be kind of nice, thank you.
5 minutes remaining.
And now I'm just passing them. I'm
That's
just sitting
P6.
still.
Good job. Keep pushing. He's feeling the pressure.
And it was. No more pressure anymore. I'm already past you. It's getting really slippery out. What, the 4th position? That's the leader up there. This is ridiculous. This isn't even racing. This is traffic driving at this point. My car just must be better set up for the wet. The thing is, I'm not getting any oversteer at all, barely. I mean, maybe a little bit now in the wet. I think I can program the car to have a little bit better exit speed. I just took the lead. I went from last place to the lead. No freaking way. In 7 minutes.
Three minutes to go.
Hit that puddle a little bit. It's only now the car's actually starting to oversteer. It was not oversteering before. I think I could free the car up a little bit in the dry. That's what it is. But in the wet, it tends to work pretty dang good, I'd say. Because they must be struggling with too much
You're leading by
oversteer.
5 seconds. Protect that gap. Keep pushing.
I just hope it rains more races now. Some more lights on. Probably should have my lights on when it's raining out. Terrible at whistling. Ooh, puddles, puddles, puddles. Puddles aren't helpful right now. There's some aquaplaning going on. It's really starting to get wet on the track here. Oh, I can feel the puddles. You probably saw that. I can see the puddles. I'm like, oh, if I hit him. And it feels so realistic. Like, I've hit puddles in a real car before on the road.
1 minute
It feels
to
darn accurate, I have to say. Although I can't really tell you I've hit puddles at 90 miles an hour. Can't say I've done that, but I have certainly hit puddles on the road. Maybe 50, 60 mile an hour. So not super fast, but fast enough to aquaplane it. I think one time I did it on my four-wheeler too. That was really flying through the woods that one day. Oh gosh. I'll just finish this lap up. I had the lead by 15 seconds. I went from last place to this. I hope it rains more races. That's all I can say.
Fantastic, great win. You nailed it today. Brilliant driving.
I went from last to first. Plus... That was the fastest car in the... The guy that second was my teammate. Awesome. I wonder how I'm doing team points wise. Yeah, let's look at the standings. Oh, it's a landslide. The team's doing really good. The car performance really good in the wet. That's all it is, really. If it didn't rain, there's no way our team would have stood a chance, though. Just gotta thank British weather for the winds right now. So where's our next run? It's at Snetterton, which is it's the 200 or the 2 mile course, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Let's see, we have new messages. What messages do we have? Not the best performance I've seen. That was after the qualifying when I qualified last place. That was... after the qualifying of the other race. Okay. So... Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel. I will definitely have more of these videos, have more Gran Turismo Sport videos coming too. And thanks.